hello, ladies.
Hello.
And Rob.
Thanks for having us.
Ladies and Rob.
And Ryan.
And Ryan, yeah.
And Matt.
So we're doing something way different today. You normally got to sit here and look at the fives. Today we brought the dimes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So this is going to be something that is a little different. We've changed the names here to the long bus short thoughts. Well, today we're going to do the long bus short thoughts from beyond. So yeah, show 15, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We'll get that out of the way. We do have 2 new sponsors for this video. We haven't had them before. This one I went and checked out on Facebook and a bunch of stuff like that. It looks awesome, and it's Prairie Fireflies Glamping. They got a couple different houses and like a tent area and stuff, and they'll do the whole s'mores and like nice meals and all that. Like,
And I don't have to coordinate it? That's
She
nice.
does it all.
Right.
That's so much for
and
me.
it's right here in Elkhorn. It looks fantastic.
My
Looking at
squirrel.
different properties with me.
Nice.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like something to check out. No, Matt, it looks real. I mean, and it caters for a multitude of, what you said, you get a house. And
Yeah. Well, I mean, you and your buddies could go sit around a fire and have drinks.
And
You
don't
could
have to
hang
worry
out.
about your wife or your significant other losing their mind because we got all this other stuff coordinated.
Well, and you got, or you could take your wife for a special, like, camping type of event. You could do the whole family. There's, like, so many things. I did see that they did some other stuff with, like, a kids camp where they had a bunch of other stuff.
Oh yeah, she's
coming in.
very
So that's-
kid friendly. Yeah.
I love that.
If you see us glamping, we're going to be clapping.
Jesus.
somebody's going to be cramping.
But it does look like an amazing place. It's right here in Elkhorn, and they are looking to expand.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
We would also like to thank Sharf Painting for keeping the fun alive here and doing a little sponsorship with us. So yeah, Claire did bring both of these sponsors to us, and we thoroughly appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Add in the
So
family.
what we've got here is we have a couple special guests. We have Melissa, we have Jen, and then we have I got a lot here. I'm gonna try to get it out. All right. So it's Clairvoyant Mystic Yaga, formerly known as Clairvoyant Psychic Medium. She's done Witchy Wednesdays for the Sweet 98.5 in the area for like 5 years. She's been on the Good Life podcast. She's got 15 years of doing like energy work, medium readings, tarot cards, kind of spiritual life coaching, all that kind of stuff, and all things witchy.
What a resume.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Thank you. You did great on that. I like pooped it. Am I allowed to cuss?
Mhm.
Okay. I shit out everything and then he reworded it perfectly.
I was afraid he was going to stumble on words trying to sound them out, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yay! Gold star! Gold star!
I don't ever get a hand clap myself.
He deserves this one.
But
I love it.
Man, my K2 can read, right, Richard?
That was warranted.
Yeah, we usually bust Richard calls for the reading. So
Wait,
But,
what? Who's Richard?
Rich, our in-house Puerto Rican homie,
He's our
Oh, he's the
Oompa
one
Loompa.
that I keep seeing his face. I thought that he was Rob.
He's
So
always
eventually,
got different colored gangs.
There's
That's how
a
you
dead
know
person
Rich.
that I'll need to talk to with him. You'll have to edit that out, but you'll talk to him later.
They both do have mommy issues.
Oh, there.
You're probably picking up on that.
Okay.
So, right? Wife's cutting throats.
Okay.
She
Okay,
watches
are we
the show,
going-
so she knows that we are here. We are here.
I'll back it up.
I didn't think it was going to be that kind of show. But
It was
let's
with
do
love and all the
Let's
respect.
Yeah.
Did I wink right? Did I wink right?
Well, I mean, they do their little jabs. You heard there's episode 12 or something. Steve's in the background, like, "Hi, Jen."
I try. Yeah, my squirrel brain, I can never keep on track. But here, we're here.
No, we're good. We get our, we all get our shots in it ourselves. Y'all ain't got to be no different. So, Claire has come here today to share her gift with us. I kind of wanted to start with, where did you find where did you find your abilities?
Yeah, did it come to you? Were you necessarily looking for it? Did it start with a dream?
Oof. Oh, okay. So, It started before birth. I was born 3.5 months premature, and I had a twin that lived for 5 hours. So I was kind of born dead, so I'm half in, half out all the time. I've seen spirits my whole life. 4 years old, I have memories of a like bad Santa looking spirit, like disheveled Santa, drunk, like bloody, disgusting, standing in my doorway. My whole childhood, I was terrified of Santa because of that. So every house that excuse me, that we've been in, I've always had to make friends with the spirits and figure out like who is living here, whatever. And yeah, I live in a 200-year-old hospital right now.
Do you sleep? My goodness.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
I feel like that
I
makes
need to
a
live in a mortuary because no one dies in a mortuary.
Oh, ding.
Fair point.
It's more
I
of like
just
a
have never
it's like
thought of
sticks,
that.
right? It's more of like a limbo of like where their mortal remains are while they travel
Yeah.
That's
spiritually almost.
Yeah.
That's kind of I never.
Hospitals have the most deaths.
Yeah.
So living in a hospital that was built in the 1800s, this guy was doing lobotomies before they were recorded. He was doing all like this village has so many stories.
It like almost helps as a conduit for you.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's
Echo
been wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, did I answer that question? I'm sorry, I got
No,
sidetracked with the lady.
Came
Okay.
from a young age. and
Yes,
you've
so
kinda
I've
had
always
to-
known.
You've kind of had to.
When
Yeah.
did your parents were always open about?
No, so I was living in Kansas, and I was 4 years old, and my mom was like, "Why don't you go outside and play with the neighbors?" And I was like, "I hate them." And she was like, "What the heck? Why would you hate
That's a
little
strong-
kids? Whatever." They were twins, and she was like, "Oh, we have to tell you." So I've always had a really hard time being around twins because I was fucking jealous. So I didn't know, but at 4 years old, my
There was a
spirit
rhyme.
knew.
That's a good reason.
Yeah. So I've always known. And then when we moved from Kansas 1 year after that, and when I was 5 years old, we moved to Fremont, and we moved a block away from where my sister was actually buried. And I used to just like go hang out with her in the cemetery.
Is that why your parents moved?
No, my grandma lives there. and, like,
Okay, so
yeah.
it was just coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, right. Is that even a thing?
Is
There's
anything
no such
really?
thing.
I mean, things are moving on a line, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhat.
So yeah, people,
Wow.
because there's no dead people in cemeteries as well. So it's very quiet for me. I go hang out and chill in cemeteries.
See,
I'm accidentally gothic.
I don't know if that is reassuring or if it saddens me.
It should sadden you because so many people put so much
Thought,
oomph
love, and care.
into the freaking funeral.
Well,
It's dumb.
it's going to a place because I have a friend. We couldn't find his grave for the longest time, and it was an ex-boyfriend who ended up showing us. And I was like, "Oh my God, we found him!"
Yeah.
And yeah, cool. We found where his remains
Right.
are buried, but we didn't find
Right.
him.
You know it's
Wow.
all already. It's connected all the time.
All right,
That's cool.
that's crazy. So your mom, was she open to hearing those kind of things,
My
or did it
parents
freak
are
her
very
out?
against me.
Okay.
So one thing that
Not
I
a
remember researching was when a parent has a twinless twin child, they either fully reject the child or they fully smother. I was fully rejected but controlled completely by my dad. Like grounded my whole entire,
That
and no doors on my bedrooms, no privacy. Like it was terrible. So my parents rejected me, but I figured out because I'm an Aquarius and I'm a badass how to do it on my own.
I resonate with that. I do.
All right. So are the voices something you have to do?
So it's not
all the
voices.
time? Okay.
I just have to correct you
Yes,
because I shouldn't be in a
no,
padded room. Yeah.
Educate me.
Okay.
Educate me.
So there are different types of the name is clairs. And it helps you see, smell, taste, hear, like so many different things. And I have them all. So
Wow.
what was your question again?
It's about what do you feel called?
Oh,
it's
all
not a
every
voice.
spirit literally Pisces energy. You will understand this. Spirit literally just
is it a silhouette? It takes you over.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
like ghosts.
Okay, Ryan, tell us how we got here today. How fucking weird it was because you were supposed to drive.
How do I make this quick?
Yeah.
So I hadn't heard from Claire in a very long time.
Oh yeah. This is how I started talking to Ryan, and I haven't in 20 years.
Thank you for
A
being
very
here.
long time. I tried to make it a soft blow. And I get a message on Instagram late in the night.
4 a.m.
Like, where are you? Are you okay?
A dead person is making sure I need to make sure you're okay. Like I literally said that.
And just
Okay.
like all this, like a dead person has to talk to you or something like that. And I'm just like, when I'm with my roommates, I'm like,
She's
this
on.
person sounds.
Scary.
Is she drunk? Or
I was fully sober.
so yeah. So then we
It's so
hung out.
hard to have somebody believe you at that point. I'm
Yep.
sure.
Well, we hung out the next day. I used to play in a band when I was a teenager and a young 20-year-old, and she would come and bring her friends, and so we know each other from a long time back. And I don't care if you're drunk or whatever. Just like what?
No, I
Yeah.
literally
Just
have
hitting out of
not
nowhere.
drank.
Yeah.
I haven't drank alcohol until Jamie's wedding. Like yeah,
Well.
I never drink. So I'm getting in your energy.
Okay.
I
Okay.
Thank you.
especially do not drink whiskey. Like that's
Yeah.
Have you tried it yet?
yeah, it's good. I like the burn.
See,
I have a Crown Royal mixed drink, and you can't taste the whiskey.
Okay, well that will be after. Okay, at the same
You
time.
can either
Okay,
have a.
because girls
you
have
can,
to have
no,
3 drinks.
you can wait. You can wait. It's a black. I do have to have 3 drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. It's blackberry.
Yes,
I have-
blackberry,
Or
yeah.
lemonade. Okay.
My grandma every single night before she goes to bed, she takes a shot of blackberry brandy.
Well, okay. So I was like, I don't know if I was gonna bring that. I was like, I don't know. Matt just found
Look
out
at
he
her.
likes blackberries.
She's a medium.
So
Look at her
I don't
intuition.
know. I don't want to take away from people who are in tune.
Holy buckets, this is so good.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I brought it then. I don't like taking the focus away from people who are actually in tune.
See, I'm exactly the same
And I'm
way.
like, I don't.
Yeah.
Is this a mental disorder?
Whoa! So that is literally what I did my 27 page thesis paper in college on. Is demonic possession real, or are you just crazy? I based it off of the Exorcism of Emily Rose. Have you guys seen that movie?
Yes, familiar with it.
Saw it in theaters. The person I was with got a bloody nose. It was really creepy, and I just touched his leg, and I was like, "It's not. You're okay. You're fine. It wasn't because of it, but it was a weird thing." So, anyways, when I did my paper on this, I listened to the German version, which is based off of a real person named Annalisa Michael, and it's in German. My whole family's German, so I can feel it and hear it. I don't know what they're. I took German. I kind of know what they're saying.
I feel that way.
Okay, good.
I feel that.
I can feel the energy. I went into Ecuador and I jumped off of a cliff with a person that only spoke Spanish, but I felt fully safe.
I felt trusted.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but anyways, Annalisa Michael listened to the whole thing and I fully understood it. And the paper was a flying A. The teacher was from Russia and she taught English in America. I love that. I was like, I am listening, and there was 3 people left in the class because they're like, I can't take it because of her accent, and I was like, that's making me focus more because it took her so long to learn.
Yeah.
She's the master. We're not. We take it for granted.
Yes, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, God, how smart are you?
Yes.
That you can float between these two
Yes.
completely different people. You're floating between nations. You're time traveling without time
Do you know
traveling.
any languages?
Very little
Yeah.
of very little.
Right.
It's more German than
Very little,
anything.
very
Mine's German too.
And I picked that in school because my grandpa
Me
was
too.
like, I can try to have conversations with him, and then he ended up passing away. It didn't matter
Same
anyway,
thing.
so.
Woo. Okay.
That's sorry. I didn't mean to take over
No,
your
no,
life.
that's good.
Don't worry.
If Rich and Steve were
Maybe
here, I'd
that's
ask
why
if they wanted to hug right now.
Maybe that's why I feel imposter syndrome.
Why?
all the
Why would you ask
time.
if they wanted to hug right now?
Just because they're having the moment.
Yeah, and then the men
Let's
like that
have
don't
a
do that.
hug.
So you need a
It's
hug.
hug time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of sad, but it's funny. It's
But
sad
it's
from a
good
woman.
that you're
yeah,
acknowledging it.
perspective,
I
yeah.
think that it's good that you're acknowledging it because you're the Capricorn. The Capricorn
Yes.
energy is the devil in the tarot
Yes,
card.
and I've told him this.
So you have to make
He's
things
lower.
uncomfortable for people to learn. I have a Capricorn Mercury. My voice accidentally does that on people. I'm bossy. I'm whatever you hate. Sorry.
And we're married. I'm Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, and a Taurus rising.
I do like to make things uncomfortable.
You're on a new moon.
Am I?
That's what. If you have the same sun and moon, that means that you are born on a new moon. If you have the opposite of the moon, then you're on a full moon.
See, my biological mother has she knows for sure the time I was born, but I'm pretty sure it was 9:32 a.m. that day, and it's like right when the rising's changing.
Yes. Okay, so you're cuspy. Okay, I'll just hang on.
So I'm pretty sure it's Taurus rising, but I can't.
Okay, so
it's
you're
a person I can't get that
I
information
like
from.
to make things uncomfortable, and my wife is the king of that. She knows.
Aquariuses are better because we're the 11th sign, not the
And I'm
She
not
likes-
trying to
she
make it
likes to
awkward, but a lot
one
of the time it's more critical thinking, and it's like, wait a second, no, wait, why is nobody saying something here? Like, I'm not trying to be mean or not have a friendship with you, but like, this is black and white right here. Is this what you're saying? Is this what you're meaning by
So
this?
I
And
need to
people
say
feel
something that's
uncomfortable
very important when it comes to Aquarius energy right now.
to shut up.
We have not been in power for 15 years. So Pluto is in Aquarius right now, but it will go back into Capricorn for the rest of the year. So we're going to be able to get shit done. So he'll make money. It'll be fine. But then starting in January, it's all ours.
That's right.
That's
It's all ours. It's over for you,
Pluto.
bitches.
You heard it, Matt.
Pluto,
It's all
You
over.
heard it. You got through the
all
year,
those-
and then it's over.
Pluto's on our side.
all those
All right,
space
they
birds.
came out of
127.
I think it was 9.
No, what year?
Oh, it was 1991.
all
Oh,
those
you were
space
baby.
words.
It was
How's your
Let's
Uranus?
Talk About Sex.
About what?
I think that was
How's
the
Uranus?
song that was out when I was born. Silence of the Lambs was the number one movie.
Really
Oh God, that is the number one thing that people hear. Like, oh, your name's Claire.
Next to
Hello,
Pluto.
Clarice.
Oh no, that's funny. That's not even how our conversation came up. It's like, no, hey, that was the number one movie when I was born.
So you were the only one that brought it up organically. Thank you, Aquarius.
Nice.
Okay, so you said 9 what in the morning?
9:32, I believe it was.
Okay. In Omaha?
No, in
Oh, right, you said
Spokane,
Washington.
Washington.
Oh, hell yeah. Oops.
She's got a tarot calculator.
And I think that's pretty sweet.
The tarot
Yeah.
calculator.
And I was
That's
so
pretty
close.
cool.
I got distracted because I've got squirrel brain, but I was so close to grabbing my tarot decks because
Nope, I got them. I am in charge.
well,
Okay,
I
you
wanted
are
to
so
ask-
much Capricorn.
Okay.
You are an Aquarius, but you're just like me.
See, I didn't know about the Capricorn part. I just knew.
Look at
Hot. That's why you
so
like
all
me.
of that, all of that.
See, my mom is a Capricorn, and it's a tarot. It's a very.
It's a trigger.
It's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have a double stellium in
But
Capricorn.
the problem here is
What is that?
my
Your
husband's
future is
also
Capricorn.
a Capricorn, and my
You hear
stepmother, the only person who's ever been like a mother to me, is and
So
is still there,
unsafe.
is a
The
Capricorn.
Capricorns
as
are
well.
the only ones that I feel safe.
You hear that, babe?
Hmm.
Your future is Capricorn.
Whoopsie doo,
It
Basil.
You you have an Aries rising,
Okay.
maybe if we get the time.
Okay,
whatever.
and I'm pretty sure
Okay.
I think that's it. It's 32 or 34.
But you are right. You are at 0.3 degrees, so it could move in just a couple seconds. But the Taurus energy that I was feeling is her moon is in Taurus, so your heart
See,
is
and
in Taurus.
I don't know if we're in the place to segue here, but I
We're already
also
doing it.
I know, right? So my son is a Taurus,
I know.
and
Fair.
I don't know if you even call it a dream. There was this moment where I was in the universe, and I didn't know it was him. It was a floating, chaotic ball of light, and I was passing by, and I was like, oh my God,
Oh.
what is this? And I stood at it, and I looked at it, and I watched it, and I was like, something tells me to go over there. So I went over there, and something was telling me that I needed to take care of this ball of light, and that not everyone's going to understand this ball of light, but this ball of light is yours here on Earth, but it's not yours. This is being given to you because it is lost. It's a lost light, and you need it to channel, to come into colors, right? And I believed that was my son because I was having issues with him, and it was because he reminded me so much of me, and I think he's my Taurus.
Yep. Yeah.
And
That's literally the first thing that I said when I walked up here, didn't I?
Well, yeah.
Who's the Taurus?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. You tell me where that
Boys don't
lands.
understand that.
Right?
I don't know really. I mean, I know what Jen tells
Like
me.
I
and
immediately
talks to
get
me
on this
about,
property
like,
where you're at, and I'm like, "Who's the Taurus? He was sent here." Ah,
Like I see me in my older son, my older biological son. I see me in our stepson too, but I don't know if that's just me willing to see it. But our older son, and I see me in him, but with our middle son, I just see so much of me in him that it's like harder for me to like let some of his feelings go. Like, dude, no, I get it.
Mhm.
I fucking hear you.
Good.
I get it.
Because I could have had a mom that said that.
That's how different life could have been, and I
Yes.
didn't have that.
Good
And
job.
I feel
You're
like,
doing it right.
I feel
You're
like when
fucking
I
doing
when
it
I
right.
hug my
Boy,
sons,
is she.
when I
One
hug
of the
my
greatest
sons,
moms.
I'm hugging his dad who was beaten and abused, who needed love.
Oh, my
I'm hugging that little
God.
Dwayne,
Wait.
my father, who needed that. I'm hugging those little boys who didn't have that.
Breaking them.
Dude, I have to pause you
love
for
it.
1 second
Yeah.
because I need to take an account. You just said I'm hugging the dad that got beaten the crap. Are you talking about you?
Mhm.
Okay, so I can relate to
Yeah.
that 100%. I was the oldest supposed to be boy child, and I got
Like
hooked with.
I feel like we're the first ones to stand up and turn around and hug the trauma.
Oh,
And
I
everyone
laughed
else
at
was
it.
like, oh, well, we did this. This is how it's supposed to be. And we turn around and we're like, hey,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be like this.
Okay.
Why?
We can hug each other. We can hold each other. We can
And
Oh, she is
it was,
saving
and
your
we were
soul.
not
Holy
always
shit.
like this. It wasn't. It was very hard. And recently, I think I've got, again, some other things
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on with the wiring of my brain, which I am
Spirit.
going to talk to a
Spirit.
professional. I promise everybody.
Oh, I got it.
I'm not self-diagnosing, but it's like, it makes sense.
Do you not have a doctor? I know a functional doctor.
I had a doctor and she was amazing, and then it was a
Okay,
weird
she-
numbers
yeah,
thing. Yeah, and so I'm kind of trying out this guy for now, but we'll see how it goes with this
Okay,
next.
I got you
appointment.
if you don't
Oh,
like
please,
it. Okay.
please, because yeah, it's hard for me because they're like,
Because I found out
it's your
you-
mental state. Your
Okay, let me
weight,
tell you. Pause.
or your
I'm just going to
period.
tell you real quick. This woman takes a gene site testing, plus it's another step higher. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a swab of your mouth to take your body DNA and just be like, oh, this is what your body should be on med-wise when it comes to Adderall or Lexapro or whatever. Because I was told for the past 3 years that I was supposed to be on Lexapro, and it was a sugar pill to me.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm on the Zoloft now, and I feel like it's helping with other things, but it's making other things. It's
There
like,
you go.
okay, I fixed these
Perfect.
things,
So she
these
will
other
help you.
things. So it's
Her
like,
kid shit in my bed, so she owes me. So you're good.
okay.
Okay, sorry. The floor is yours now.
No, that's all right. So just kind of, I don't really follow the things, the astrological and
He's always
tarot
open
cards.
to
and
listen.
I know, I
listen-
love it
I
so
listen to
much.
Jen.
Yeah.
He's open to
I-
listen to my tangent at least. Like this,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is right.
Your heart is in it, so
Yeah.
now you understand it. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, we
Rob,
need
Rob
you.
has no idea
What
about
we're
any
talking
of this, or
Rob,
he's-
when is your
I'm here
birthday?
as a candid observer. August 16th.
Oh yeah, you told me that. I'm gonna look you up.
he's right around the corner.
Probably
It's
be
like,
better not
have you
to.
ever been Googled?
Oh, you're just a straight dumpster fire.
Like, we could save you
August
the work.
16th. What was the year?
Let me tell you.
What's that, I'm sorry?
Year.
Oh, 81. Date my old ass now.
No year. Okay. Do you know what
It's a good year.
time?
9:31. I was 1 minute off what Jen said 10 years later.
Oh wow.
Or earlier.
Okay, 9:31 a.m.
PM, actually.
Okay.
Oh, and the 12 difference, yeah.
And then in Omaha.
Yes.
Oops, I said Ohana.
Tablet's just going to start smoking along.
It's gonna blow up. Everyone sit back.
Oh yeah, she keep putting you into the calculator.
All right.
You're
Oh,
32.
the Libra. Okay. Wait.
Uh-oh.
Libra
Oh.
moon. That's what it is. Oh, Virgo. Okay, hang on. Pause. Oh, because you're a Virgo. Okay, so when it comes, I'm gonna do elementary to me, and so it will understand for everyone. Okay.
Yeah, break it down.
Layman's.
Okay. There are elements in astrological signs, and there are also in each element. So, like in the earth, there is mutable, cardinal, and fixed. So, Virgo, which is what you are, Virgo energy is mutable. So, it's mutable earth. The only way that I know how to describe this is with the air, and I'm so sorry I'm going to switch, but it's because I'm an Aquarius. So, because everyone thinks we're water signs.
Yeah.
Okay, so as an air sign, Gemini is the mutable. So pretend we're in this room and it's all of the air. It's the vapor. It's the smoke. It's the fan blowing. It's everything. That's the mutable. So Virgo energy, Earth, it's everything. Earth, which is the most grounding of all, I feel. Pisces, you may differ.
Definitely.
Because it's the opposite of it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, okay, air. So cardinal is Libra, which is what your moon is. So when it comes to cardinal signs, that's the actual blowing of air. So that's the wind. That's the, like, let's light a fire under your ass and fucking go, you know? So that's a beautiful sign to have in your moon sign, because your emotions will make you motivated or they'll take you out. So I have the opposite. We have the opposite moon sign as you. It's Aries. So sometimes we'll scream and freak out and whatever, but it's just quick and we'll be over it and it'll be fine.
That's my stepsister.
That's like
Yeah.
to a T.
So
Okay.
Aries moons, I was very misunderstood as a child, and my parents were always constantly like, "Shut up, you're too sensitive, blah blah blah." But I can feel that you let her just burn it out,
100%.
and that's beautiful. So good job, Mom.
It's something I admire with you. It's one of those things that I like want to emulate with you, and
I never had it.
yeah.
I needed it.
But having the
No, you
opposite
have
sign
some
of
fantastic
Libra,
brothers.
Libra is the only sign in the zodiac that is a tangible thing. So your heart and soul wants to be bougie as fuck. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially.
So you will, because you're an earth sign, you will achieve that. It's just the matter of you actually putting your heart and soul into it. So I, for some reason, need to ask, because you're an Aries rising. This is a really big deal right now. What is your job?
Sitting right here now applying for jobs.
Perfect. I got it. Okay. So,
Welcome to work, bro.
exactly. Put your heart and soul
That's
into
for
this,
lost
and this will make you a ton. I've literally already designed, haven't I, the pro forma form to how to make a bunch of money online. Yes. So we'll talk later, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the other thing I want to say about this is that, wait, who's the Leo?
Me.
I have
You.
I have a
Okay.
father that's a Leo, and it's a tumultuous relationship.
Wait, tell what's happening. August 31st.
Where you're
That's a Leo.
standing.
Who's the Leo? So there's some.
February.
Fucking Steve.
Yep.
I don't want to, but thank you.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's the homie.
Wait, can we just get a little?
I was thinking, wow.
Sorry.
Okay, so Steve is a Leo. Steve will be the one to make you money, but he got to pull his head out of his ass. That's all I'll say. Okay. Sorry.
That's a respectful thing to say, friend, right?
He's too scared of me, so that's what he gets.
That's all right. Look.
He made his kids scared of me!
We'll sit down here and we will let people see.
You can edit all that out,
We will
and I know
let,
you will. It's
we
fine.
will let people see
I know.
what
I'm
you're
here.
doing and how it works,
I know.
and maybe it will open some minds a little
Yeah, who
bit.
knows? Yeah. I mean, a lot of people think that you're, not you.
A witch,
But
a
people-
village
but
crazy
people-
lady.
Always are on the
Look.
defensive because they think because someone
I'm
has a
evil.
problem that I hate you.
That
And
I
it's
could
like, I'm not
curse
even,
people.
no,
Yeah,
Look.
I'm here
I
for
could
growth.
never. I'm coming just straight from love. I literally
Yes.
went to Grace Bible University because I didn't grow up a Christian. My parents didn't. Then they disowned me and literally made me homeless when I went to Grace Bible College.
Can I interject for just a
Yep.
second, just to get back to that? Just one question.
Okay.
No. I just have
No, I
one question,
love
then just keep moving.
Okay.
Because you said
Yeah,
something or
talk.
brought up something. Does those traditional, and I'm gonna butcher it,
What is that word?
what you're saying in there, what you're
Okay, got it,
what you're
yes.
reading over
Oh,
there?
I didn't finish.
Did any of those go hand in hand with being closed-minded? I guess.
So, the word that you are looking for instead of closed-minded is judgmental, and
Okay.
yes, that's Virgo, and you are heavy Virgo energy.
I don't
It's the
see
only
those
man
as
I've ever dated.
synonyms.
What is that word?
I don't see those as like the closed-minded and
Synonymous.
judgmental.
That's why you're not a medium.
Oh,
I mean, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That perspective.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's because as females
I'm
we've
digging
had to
Goosebumps.
deal with such shit in life. We can see fully when men are just judging us. So
Amen.
you have been hurt by some woman. I could feel it, and it
I'm gonna cry.
and
No, I'm
it
not
makes
gonna cry.
you.
It's all right, buddy.
I
It's
mean,
all
you
right.
already
You
know.
really
I already
cry.
told you
I know.
told Melissa before this exactly what you're kind of
Yeah.
literally touching
Oh,
on.
okay.
No, it was just
So yeah, it's okay. It's just I guess I'm here to make you understand that we're not all scary.
No, it's
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say
Some
more,
of us come
It's
from
a calling.
I'm more
It's a
guarded
calling.
based
Yeah,
on what you
it's
said. Being
yeah.
a
It's a gift.
being,
Good job.
Truly.
Good job.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was
it's good
only,
to see and talk about it because, like, being closed-minded, like I am, I don't think about.
You're
that.
not closed-minded. Don't ever say
I don't
that
get there.
spell. Don't ever say that
Right,
spell on
do
yourself
not.
ever again.
Right.
Fair enough.
right.
Fair enough.
I was only going to have one whiskey, but I'm seeing this go a little longer than an hour.
Well, I mean, I
knew
guess
I want to know what my chart says, Claire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm seeing this.
Tell me
running
about my
along,
chart,
but it's all right.
is she gonna be able to get out of here on time?
Yeah, well, what, where are you?
Melissa.
Yes.
She had a lunch at 2.
Oh, yeah,
you
that'll be
are
fine.
the wisest of them all.
She is.
you.
I feel like that. I feel like
So
that.
I'm making sure of this, and we can edit this part out because you'll have to edit dates out. 3/11/84, 7:29 a.m. Omaha, Nebraska. Okay. Your Sun and Mercury. So Mercury is a communication planet. That's how we speak. That's how we think. That's our whole brain. Is in Pisces in the 12th house, which is the Pisces house. You have a perfect chart. I've never seen this before.
I just got goosebumps.
Yeah. So your voice will be able to fully speak so much wisdom to so many people.
Your voice of wisdom allows me to speak.
Ah.
Seeing you in action helps me. I'm like, that's what I need more in my life because I didn't have that to model my.
Oh my God! It's
Like,
because right now, in
That's
the
why you're like, I'm not wise. I'm like, but you are.
Own
You
it.
are.
Pisces energy has not been allowed to be powerful because it's feminine.
Very.
We can be powerful now.
Yeah.
So, Melissa, if you ever
Embrace
need a
it,
podcast
Mama.
to spread your voice, just holler.
On
We'll
it.
have our own
On it.
podcast.
Please.
Oh, the Dimes. We already are ahead.
We're here. You got your time.
Please.
Don't you worry. That's awesome.
Yeah, your moon is in Cancer and you're at 0 degrees, which is the most potent of all of the degrees. And the moon is at home in Cancer. And it's in the 3rd house, which is the Gemini house. So you can speak, feel, taste, touch your feelings, and help everyone else with theirs.
Girl, it
What is
ain't
your
you.
job? Are you a
I'm
teacher
Jill of
or
my-
like a-
I
She's a
homeschool
Jill
my
of
girls.
many trades,
Perfect.
yeah.
I raised my
The
kids
Jill
as
of
a
me.
stay-at-home mom, but I own a
Why did you say
business.
Jill?
A Jill of all trades.
Why
Instead of
Jill?
a
Instead of a jacket.
It
She's a
says
woman.
jack of all trades because I'm a female.
I've
right?
never heard that.
Because she doesn't have a wiener.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
she
Jack.
does.
I'm
It fell
Jill.
off because she didn't take.
But I do everything. I serve. I clean. I just
Okay,
anything that'll
so
make me
you are fully spirit led, is what you're saying.
She
So I
chose-
am as well.
100%.
My moon is in the 12th house, and that's the Pisces house.
Okay.
And my sun is in the 10th house, which is the Capricorn house. And so is my Mercury, which I can communicate to you men. And then I am able to,
I don't understand that.
I will teach you, just a second. My Venus and Mars is both in Pisces, but it's in Aquarius. So I am very Pisces.
Okay.
So I can fully understand you and speak to you and teach you because of what my placements are, but
Cool.
you're actually the wisest.
Bing. And what were you just gonna say? You were gonna say something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sorry. Got
It's
it.
all
No,
right.
it's fine. No, you're good.
No, that's all right. That's
You
all.
weren't the problem. It's him and his mom. I love that. I love that meme. Sorry.
No,
You
that's,
have a question.
I don't know that I have a question.
Is
so
there
much.
something on your?
No, not really. I didn't really bring questions.
Okay.
It was something about what you were saying.
We were gonna. Hopefully,
With the-
it was organic. and-
Oh,
It's all
okay.
good.
Yeah,
You have a
I
question?
don't like questions because it comes off, if I write them down too much, it becomes scripted to
Yeah.
me.
So I
And
have
it's
get
not-
so many clients that come to me. Does anybody know who Baba Yaga is?
I've heard Baba Yaga.
Tell us what you know
I
of
don't
Baba
know
Yaga.
nothing about it. I just
Do you know
heard.
anything about Baba Yaga?
I
Okay.
feel like it's one of those things I've hyperfixated on, but it's not coming to me. But
Okay.
I could be wrong.
So the lore of Baba Yaga is Slavic. So that's like, what is that? Like Russian?
Yeah.
Okay. And she is the grandmother of witches. She lives out in the middle of nowhere, and the house that she lives on has chicken legs. And
Love her.
she takes in children, and she also is the like in-betweener person. Like she's the one that like helps if the baby is premature.
Is she
and
the
she'll
one that-
help with that.
Does
So
she
do
travel in through the forest in a brick and mortar? Is that right?
What is brick and mortar?
Brick and
That's
mortar,
home.
like a pestle and mortar, like a.
Yes.
It's a
Yeah.
floating.
So, like, you
mix herbs in.
Okay.
But she
lives
travels
in
in it.
Yeah, that's her broom. Is her brick and mortar? Is that what it's called?
Mortar and
and
pestle.
Mortar and pestle.
Oh,
excuse
you
me.
said brick and mortar because
Yeah.
I was thinking the house.
Mortar-
which is,
mortar-
okay, got it.
mortar and
I
pestle.
see what's happening. Okay, so
Thank you.
Baba Yaga wise, for some reason, my whole life, humans have been handed to me in different stages of their life. I have been calling myself a trauma doula because that's the easiest way to say it.
It's beautiful.
But I think I like inhibited the Baba Yaga. I don't know, whatever. But she helps people that are premature babies. That she has she's very misunderstood, like the Aquarius that we are. That she eats the babies. She doesn't eat them. She just helps them and then sends them on their way to their parents. And then when they're like 18, people get sent to me to help to make house and like this is what you should look for in a girl or a boy or this is how you become an adult or whatever. And then I also, every single trauma, every single death, plus also actual death. I used to work for a hospice company. I know how to do literally everything.
Wow.
I don't know why I just told all that. I don't
A
know
Jill
what
of all
that was
trades,
about.
I think, is the
That's
definition
my
for-
Jill of all trades,
That's right,
but it's
girl.
in the spirit realm.
Well, and you were
So-
saying that you feel like you maybe transposed some of those from
Baba Yaga.
right. So,
Oh,
but think about
should
it.
I tell
we're
you
all
how I
made-
did that?
We're all made of the same things, right? Like the
One
same.
love.
So, like maybe that did happen.
Okay, so let me tell you how. One time I was in Portland, Oregon, and I
Keep it weird,
hitchhiked
Portland.
to Seattle, Washington, because Hemp Fest was happening. And I hitchhiked because I was like, I gotta go to this. And it was only $5 to get in. I was like, let's go. This was like in 2010. So I was like, nobody else had weed in the area. Like it wasn't legal anywhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, let's do this. And so I did. And every single vendor gave me an edible. And I woke up the next morning on a beach when the sun was rising. And I was in the middle of this drum circle. And I think that, I know this sounds crazy, but the woman that I met while hitchhiking, she was a very old lady and she kept dating very younger men. And she was the Baba Yaga and somehow it got transferred to me.
Stop it.
Well, we're all made of the same freaking
That's wild.
elements and stuff. So I mean, it makes sense. We're made of the
Yeah.
same thing as stars, and
Woo! The Aquarius.
is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the, Aquarius is the star card in
Yeah.
the tarot.
I mean, it's
And she pulled it out. I was like, that's me. But my spirit number, I think, is the 9, so that translates to the hermit. And then
That's the Virgo.
and look, I am open as far as like sometimes some of the stuff sounds crazy, but I'm willing to let's check it out.
if it
Let's take
calms
this
you
ride.
down, I'll listen.
Let's take
Oh.
this ride. You know what I mean? Like
I'm so thankful for
look,
that.
I'm not.
Thank you.
Let's take this
Yeah,
ride. I'm
That's how
not
you have
gonna.
to justify it.
It's there's that when we were talking about doing this initially, you were like if I'm scaring you, say something, and I'm like, well, I mean,
Every single man is
sometimes
terrified.
I'm
And I
like,
feel like you
what
don't have
the
to feel that way.
fuck?
It's
But I'm
like a-
totally like,
I
let's.
Well, I want to know, like, how are you not scared? Like, are you sitting in this room and you got spirits sitting around you?
No,
Do you
I'm
have people-
fully protected.
do you have
I am
people
like
who are only
Michonne.
Protected? What does that mean?
Okay,
Like, how do
have
you
you seen
protect
Walking
yourself?
Dead? Who has seen Walking
Yeah.
Dead?
Yeah.
Okay, I am Michonne, and one is my twin. I fully doesn't have any voice because it took out the mouth, no arms, nobody can hurt anybody. But my twin is the angel on that shoulder, and 6 is the other one, and no voice, nothing.
So you're
And I
saying
fully
so I haven't seen The Walking Dead. Are those
okay.
like
These are my
spirits?
zombies, and they are the dead people. They're my gatekeepers. I am not allowed to touch any bad shit or good shit, and I have to be asked permission to speak to the dead. So if somebody wants to speak to the dead, you have to ask me.
And Michonne on The Walking Dead had 2 zombies with their arms ripped off and their jaw ripped off, so they couldn't be scratched to get the
So
virus.
But
you don't
she
just
could
feel
smell
spirits
like
watching
the
yourself.
dead.
So you don't just have like you don't
No, I
feel
am
something coming from
the
you.
dead.
Which
I
is
am the dead.
which is why when she sent me that
So hard to
message
remember.
late at night, I need your permission.
Oh, I didn't know
To
I said
take
that.
this
I
home.
did.
So they don't
To
come
take this
forward.
call.
Mhm.
Or do they come forward and you're like, okay, you're coming forward, but hey, look, you don't have permission.
Yeah, because
Wow.
skeptic-y men, a lot of the time, I'm sorry, I'm sexist with that.
No, it's
But
It
a lot
does-
of the times
it does tend to
they
be that
will not allow me to speak to
They can't
consent.
speak about their feelings a lot
I
of the
want
time.
to, I am a, let me see.
Okay.
Like,
So who do you want to talk to?
I would like you to talk to these
Okay.
ladies.
He's
I have
too
some, I have, look,
Do you like someone?
I have a
I don't want, I
friend.
feel like I'm taking all the time.
No,
I have a
you're
friend-
fine.
I have a-
I have. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
I have a friend that passed a little over a year ago, and I
Oh.
am not ready to really cross that bridge, at
Well,
least right here on
The
camera.
dead people don't care about
Now
that.
I understand that.
No,
We'll
yeah.
we'll cross that bridge. Let me
We'll do this again.
let me get right with myself. and
appreciate you.
We'll hit
Yeah.
that.
Oh, you're good. You're already
But
damn good.
I brought
You are good.
these two ladies
To be
here
your
to,
I most
to
definitely have some people I
Okay.
want to talk
Who would you like to talk to? Tell me a name.
Jim, my dad.
Mustache?
Yeah.
All right. First thing he's coming through, he is going with this. So, breath or did you see his last breath? So are you feeling guilt about that? So what did he pass away because of breathing? So talk to me. Let's go to the actual day of his last breath.
It was the day after his birthday.
There we go. So that means he lived a full life. He is completed. He's good. Everything is fine. There's something hung up on the day of his passing. Where were you?
I was on vacation.
Okay, good.
He told me.
As you should. Yes. Okay.
He didn't
He's
let
like,
me
you
stay.
listen. Okay.
He
And
said
you
go.
kept going. And when there was like 9 days later, and then you came home. It was like really long.
It was a few days.
Okay, you did it. He's so proud of you. What is his name? Jim? What is his middle name?
Edward, or it's James Edward.
There we go, James. Okay, I was like, his name is not Jim. Okay.
James Edward.
He is making me smell him for some reason. So do you smell him often? Did you smoke cigarettes?
I
Okay.
did.
Okay.
That's so weird. Yeah.
So, and you talk to him when you're driving the most.
All the time.
Okay. Do you have his vehicle?
We've got a number of things of his, but we
His-
had a vehicle, a van.
Oh, he's mad that it's gone. Does that make sense that he would be mad?
100%.
Okay. It's okay because he understands you as a human and he knows you had human things to do and it's okay, but it was his baby and you let it go. He's just a little butthurt.
It was for her. It was for her
Oh,
daughter.
perfect. Oh, God, so much light.
She was gonna turn it into she was gonna travel the country with it.
But you got rid of it. There will be another one. Oh, God, I didn't even. Oh, honey.
The breathing
Right.
aspect, I feel like that might be because of some things that couldn't be spoken that were on your chest.
Maybe.
Because of everything leading up to that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to bring them up.
We hand her. Please.
Oh.
We hand her a few of those.
I'm sorry, Maya.
But my dad and his brother and my grandma, their mom passed in about a year and a half of each other, like all together.
My dad, you just said a lot of words. How many?
Sorry, 3 of them. My dad,
Okay.
his brother, and their mom. My
Okay,
grandma.
can you just tell me their names?
James, Alan, and Kay.
Fuck, Alan. Was he a dick?
Some would
I
say.
fucking hate him.
No,
I
he
can
was,
feel like I would
he was
hate him.
spicy as shit.
Okay.
Spicy as shit. Yeah.
Okay. So then who is Alan again?
My uncle, my dad's
Okay, he is
brother.
making me hurt my throat fully. So is he the one that passed away with breath?
No.
What is his with throat or like? For some reason, it's making me feel like it's like almost like sinuses or something. How did he pass away?
He had a brain tumor.
Okay, so brain. So that's why I was like, okay, off. Okay. Oh, but it bled. So it spread everywhere. Okay. And it was very long to him,
What do you mean?
the process of him dying.
It was very quick.
Okay, so I just said to him.
So, and
So
that's
to
we
him.
found after he passed. We found that there were a lot of things happening that we didn't know
Okay.
about. We went and to his house and
Okay.
found there were definitely signs of things going wrong
Yeah.
that we were never told about.
Okay.
Yeah,
He apologizes for being so quiet. He apologizes for hiding from the family. But did he drink a lot? Did he have an addiction? Okay, there's somebody else. Was that the one person I was talking to right before that? Who was? There's an addiction person. Okay, we'll get to it.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Did he hide? Did he not was he like a genius or something?
He was awesome, but he lived.
Okay.
He didn't live here.
Oh.
He lived in California my whole life
Oh,
until
so
the
that's
last
why.
10 years.
So
of
he's
his life.
apologizing to you. He wasn't there for the beginning part of his life. Okay, your life.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I
Where in
he was
California?
just Dominguez Hills.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even
Where from
know.
LA?
I have no idea.
Where from
honestly.
anything that's okay? You don't
I was
know.
so young when I went.
Upper
I'm not
part,
sure.
downer part. Do you
It would
know?
be southern.
So south. Okay, got it.
I think it was like an hour south of San Diego.
Perfect. That's all I need to know. Okay.
But we were all very close. I grew up with my dad.
Did you go there for summers or something?
Christmas.
Christmas.
Lots of Christmases in
Okay.
California.
Okay, so just the holiday, so the normal thing. Okay.
Christmas in California is like summer.
That's true.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you want to do with Florida. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
So sometimes Aquarius is because we're the water bearers, we cry for people. So she's
Cries me
crying
all
for
the
you.
time.
Yeah. I do
She
it all the
cries
time for
me
people.
all the
Well,
time.
Okay,
and
so
I-
good
I've
job.
known
You're
Jen
an amazing human and a good friend.
25 years
Yeah.
also. So
Yeah.
some of the things were, well,
Yeah.
clearly I'm not ready to talk about recent shit. I'm fucking,
Right. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
carry on.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Do you have any questions for these? I've only talked to 2 people in here. So this is,
James and Alan.
yeah. Do you have any questions for those 2? So I'm going to make them go away. You do.
Yeah. Do you have questions for Grandpa? I don't even know what to
Is it,
say.
what happened to the coffee? Is it almost here? Okay, it's okay.
It's like here now.
Okay, go get it. It'll be okay. So that's why we had a pause.
I just wanted to hear from him. Really.
Okay.
I just want to know he was okay
Oh gosh, yeah.
and that he's with me.
100%.
He
Oh,
does-
and
he
he's
does-
the one that smells cigarettes, so you know when he's around because
He
he
did
smells.
smoke cigarettes, but he quit like the last 10 years of his
Oh,
life. But
He had to.
so when you do these readings, like people are telling you about these people, do they ever come through with anything for you, like to tell people or
100%.
anything like that? And
Yeah.
there's nothing coming through like that.
Well, you have to kind of direct me. So, do you want to know about love? Do you want to know about jobs? Do you want to know about if you're wanting to know future? I need a direction
Yeah,
because I don't like being fortune telling.
I kind of just want to know like if he's okay with the decisions I've made recently.
Is there a
Yeah.
new relationship?
Divorced.
Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Me too. Go us!
Definitely not something
I'm
high
not-
five. Not
Oh,
something I'm
for
celebrating
me.
at
I'm
all.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
You will be celebrating, and I will fucking celebrate with you eventually.
I
swear to
appreciate
God.
both sides of that. I do
Okay.
because it is very independent, and
Yeah.
and that part of it is it's the end
Oh,
of the life
because
cycle.
he was the one that ripped your heart out of your butt.
No, I left him, and he didn't.
It's just
No.
the end of the life cycle for me. So
Been
that's
with him
just
since
why.
I was a kid,
Oh,
and my family's.
I'm so
torn
proud of
apart.
you. You are finally grown out of it,
I don't,
and you had to leave it.
and I don't know
I'm
that
so
I
fucking
would
proud.
say torn apart.
It's not torn apart.
You
it's just
you
different.
guys, you
Yeah,
had
ripped
the
your
best-
heart is getting ripped out of your butt right now because your family is done in your head,
Yeah.
and that's not what it is. You are growing, and everything will eventually be figure outable. But there's just too much butt hurtiness in the way.
Both of y'all are going through big changes. You and him. It's a worst case scenario and a best case scenario all wrapped up in a little package.
I
Right.
remember when Matt
So-
first told me that things
So
weren't
don't
so great. I was
let
like,
it-
feels like we're breaking up. I was like,
Oh
Don't-
man,
it's
so
not-
many
yeah.
people say
Yeah.
that.
You,
I just
you-
he loved my ex, and I just don't want him to hate me for divorce.
Who?
My dad and my ex.
Oh
were
God,
very
no!
close.
He's congratulating you because you've grown more than he has. You've outgrown him. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's just energy.
Yeah.
He's holding you back.
Right.
Oh, you're the wisest one, and you're not able to be the wisest one when you're with him.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Is he still living with you?
oh, Jen,
No.
will you open that
No.
door?
And we get along very well. Everything's
Oh,
fine.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
It is best case scenario in that
Oh,
situation.
Good. So
yeah.
it's gonna be okay.
Nope.
You're still gonna be able to.
Oh,
be
it's
civil.
gonna be okay. I just have had so much
It
guilt
hurts.
and shame, and just I've thought about my dad. Like, what
Oh,
does he think about this? You
oh,
know,
he's
like,
so proud of you. Oh, that's why I just told
Yeah,
you all of
right.
that. Okay. So accidentally, so that's something with me. I speak before I understand what I'm even saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Usually when it comes to human like things, I am a day early. Like
Got it. Okay.
I don't know how else to describe that.
I understand.
That's right. That's what Melissa's
This is
looking at.
oh, I don't know.
That's right.
What?
Nothing.
I'm making a mess? Here, I got it.
It says Melissa.
Sorry, coffee break.
That's
I'm
yours.
drinking
I didn't
whiskey.
order anything.
There's
Wait, did you not get
Sorry.
coffee? Oh, you got something. Good job. I'm so proud of you. See, she needed to get chocolate. That's a witchy thing. When you get stressed out and you have energy work, eat a little bit of chocolate.
Oh, some chocolate.
Yep. Pisces.
I guess.
So, do you have anything else for Jim and Ellen?
I
No?
don't think so. No, that was good.
So, I mean, look, sometimes the decisions are hard.
Yeah.
And your dad's obviously going to understand what's best for you,
For sure.
even though it was his buddy. And,
Yeah.
you know, like, he is looking down on you. He sees the growth both of y'all are going through, and
Yeah.
he knows it was the best thing ultimately.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
Okay?
Because like I see visions of you. For some reason, do you have a son? Do you want more kids?
No.
Okay, so maybe the person that you maybe end up with, maybe I just for some reason see you at like baseball games with.
That's
So-
I
hard.
was at baseball games with our son.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It is.
So then,
It is.
oh, does your
We're next door neighbors.
So they live next door.
Yeah, we're
okay?
not
So I
kids.
still see everything is still happening the way it was.
And
It
their
will.
boys are very much like
Okay.
they're like my sons
Perfect.
or my nephews.
Yep.
So you're the
without
Baba
a doubt.
Yaga for them.
Oh,
You
I
help
hope
raise
so.
all of them.
I try. I
Oh,
try.
because she's
really
the
hard.
wisest.
I love kids. They're my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well, I mean,
never
it was-
wanted to have an actual human kid. I got physically told I can't because I had back surgery. I was attacked by a mentally handicapped person. Was addicted to oxys. I have had a life.
Gotcha.
Can I give you a hug?
Finish
Nope.
what you were saying.
You give it. Get up. Get a hug. You both. Hug.
It's gonna make it worse.
No, you gotta do it.
Get it. Get it. Get it.
Yeah.
100%. Love you.
Beautiful. Mm.
I love you guys so much. Two of my favorite people in the whole world.
Blessings.
Yep. They gave me my depression couch.
I almost had my soda.
They helped me with
Someone
my
else gotta
depression.
do it.
There's a little more story to that. I sold my couches for my divorce. She got my divorce
Oh!
couch. Yeah, it's my
I
divorce
didn't
couch.
know it was that!
I thought of David as divorce rock. It's my divorce couch.
My divorce couch.
So yeah.
No, I dug the couch that they gave me, the depression couch. And if I'm ever in a bad, like go into this dark room and I lay in this depression couch, like
The divorce
It was a
slash
huge
depression
couch. Yeah, huge
it's
couch.
so big. It's like bigger than a twin size
It was
bed.
definitely big man approved.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Said that to me.
So 7-ish years ago, we went through a rough time, and I was depressed and lost a job.
And the
And
trauma doula came
we
in and took
ended
your
up
depression couch.
in a camper. We ended up in a camper
Oh
living
my
out
God, you
with
did?
her and her husband on their property because they have a block or a city block there in the town we're in, and eventually we ended up moving into one of the houses.
Wait, don't you guys live in Craig?
Yeah.
I live in Prague.
Everyone always thinks
Yeah.
I'm saying
Same.
Craig.
Same. Everyone always thinks I'm saying Craig.
Nobody I've talked to has ever
So
said Craig.
I
Oh
hadn't
my
heard
God.
of Craig until they moved out here. You know what I mean? That was just. So we went through a hard time. We were living in our camper. Her husband at the time had maybe you guys could move into the house. And at first it was we didn't have money to rent the house, so they put us in it for a couple of years.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And,
Okay,
and
you are the Baba Yaga for them.
eventually
I am the
we made some rent payments, and now we're 7 years later. I'm almost got the house paid off. We made it.
I'm so proud of you guys.
And now we're forever neighbors.
And he's like my bodyguard now, or
Yeah.
like.
Let me give
I'm
you one
I'll see-
perspective.
I'll
So
see a
he's your
truck.
knight. That's
Oh.
what Ryan is to me. But I have to tell you, my parents, I bought a house off of Facebook for $4,000, and they live in my backyard now.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, we'll be neighbors forever.
Well,
Forever.
she'll have when she first went through her divorce, she was shutting all the lights off outside, and I'm like, Mel, I can't shoot anybody from my kitchen. Lights off.
But as a
He's
woman,
like, leave
if
that
it's
light
dark,
on.
it's safer.
He's like, leave that light on.
I'm like, literally, I can't tell.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I
Oh, yeah.
can't tell.
I've never been able to feel that.
He's
Yeah.
got cameras.
Yeah.
He's got cameras, and he'll be like, "Hey, who is that? You good?"
Yeah,
And he doesn't
Beautiful.
recognize
not
the
like
vehicle.
it's just I can just see him coming up her
God,
driveway.
Yeah.
I would die.
But I'm
to
like,
feel
no,
that
if you
space.
if you shut that light off, I can't
help
shoot
you.
your driveway.
Mhm.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, he's my protector.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
Oh.
Love
I got a bear on my land,
Melissa,
and he does
And
what I
we-
say.
and a
and we
little
all-
bear.
and we all have wolves.
she's
We all have
the
wolves.
first friend that I don't.
Did you
I've
say
got
elf?
3 Timberwolf hybrids. She's got
Wait,
one.
you're talking about actual wolf.
Yes.
Yeah, she has one also.
That's
Okay.
rad.
So I went to the waiting room last night. That's why I'm wearing this shirt right now. This is my friend from Prague. His name is Moonshine Russell, and he is a wrestler. And his thing is like howling at the moon. And I was so excited to finally see him wrestle at the wait. Like, did
that
they
would be
change
my
the
ex.
waiting
My ex would
room?
be howling at the moon for sure.
Oh yeah,
He would. That's him. All
I
day.
used to stand out there and haul with him.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so you fully
For
call
sure.
him your ex now. I wanted to know how to address
Yes,
him.
my
I'm
ex.
very proud of you for that.
Yeah.
Good.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's the best friend forever.
Yeah,
When's his
he's a
birthday?
good guy.
He's a Virgo.
They had a great separation. They're still friends.
It was
and
very clean.
I
Good job.
Yo,
for the
if-
circus.
Oh, that's why I said Pisces and Virgo. Oh my God, that hit you.
if ever
I only dated Virgos.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
if
I'm done with
yeah,
Virgos.
You want to
she,
spell
It's a red flag at this point.
It's just because
What's your
you're
sign?
opposite. Like,
yeah, it
The-
don't work.
the thing that would be best, like, so for Pisces, like, if you were to go for a Cancer.
That's
if you
my
were to
best
go-
friend.
There you go.
She's a Cancer. Yeah.
Sometimes they end up girls. It's okay.
Seriously.
My
Like,
sister- my
I have
sister's
so
my
much peace with
Cancer.
her. Yeah. So
So-
much peace.
Yeah.
so Mel, thank you though for everything for you and
Of
TJ.
course. Gosh, I wouldn't have it any other way. Would not have it any other way. You guys are
These are
family.
like uncle. What do you call them?
Family.
Yeah,
We call
just
her
family.
Miss Melissa, Aunt Melissa with the boys.
Yeah.
You need she needs nicknames for you, like Baba Yaga. And Yaga.
Well, I think that's it from now on.
Yeah, because they are more than just friends. They are
So
more.
much
They are
more.
family. So
And we never
100%.
had that ever from family.
me either,
So,
guys.
Matt
I
used to pick
fucking
me up.
feel you.
Matt used to pick me up before I could drive and drive me to school.
So that's I need you to.
He's
look at
always
me.
been a big brother.
That's what I did with 6. I was handed him when he was 15 years old, and I raised him.
Yeah.
So I was the Baba Yaga for 6.
Did you say you took 6 to shows sometimes?
I met him at the Distiller show. The best ever.
That's
Yeah, I
cool.
used to go to every concert with 6. Yeah,
So
and then he would show up everywhere with weed.
so we're already about at our hour. So I
my
know
God.
we're gonna run over, which is fine. We
We
can.
need to do
This
this
is
round.
my show. I'll run it for
Yeah.
3
We
hours,
only
but
have to
Melissa
worry-
has
Ryan, are
lunch
you
to
okay?
get to.
Oh, we have Marsha to
Marsha
get
has
Or
lunch.
Marsha to get to. Yes,
We need to
Marsha
get
has lunch.
Jen to
But
talk.
yes,
to some
Jen
people.
Ryan,
has.
are you
Jen,
okay?
Yeah, I think this has been a nice.
Okay,
it's-
I'm just saying, checking in
it's
with you.
got full, and if it carries out here, that's not even that bad.
So I know Jen has somebody she was hoping we could see if they were around for us.
Well, as we were talking, I felt, and I don't know what you're clearly medium. You're in tune with, what you're doing and everything around you. But as we were talking about everything, it was just like you don't need her to talk to me. We talk all the time, and I was just like, I don't know.
So good.
Like I need that reassurance
So
because it was
one
very
time.
abrupt.
Oh, okay. So one time I did one time I did a reading on a 94-year-old man, a Reiki energy healing, and I asked him because I was like, when am I ever going to do energy healing on a 94-year-old man?
Right.
And I was like, what is the key to life? And he goes, it's all about acceptance, kid. And so I attached that to my life, and I made my
Oh, that's
I want to
good
use the word
advice.
logo or
Mantra?
slogan. There we go. There we go.
Mantra?
There you go.
Accept and adapt. And you do a very beautiful job of that.
Yes, you do.
And
Gosh.
I think that's what
Amen.
just happened is that you just realized, like, I already do this. You just got told it. and now you're adapting to that beautiful fucking life because it's a trip, but it's also kind of crazy. But I love it.
But you're killing it, dude. And
Beautiful.
You're killing it, Jen.
I do.
Killing it.
Clap, 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 clap.
Yes, we need an applause for this woman.
You give it the zoos too. You get the doubles.
I didn't accept her death for the longest time
Who's
because it was my best friend. She was my
Say her name.
What's her name? What's her name?
Beth Tony.
Tony.
THOENE,
It's a cute name.
I believe. But it was like
So,
Wilkinson.
did she smoke weed with you a lot? I'm
she
sorry.
did.
Can I talk
I
about you?
hated her.
You hated her?
I hated him when I met him. I hated her when I met her. For whatever reason, I
Oh.
hated her. And there was just one night, and she was like, So are you cool?"
Did she pass you a joint or
Usually
something?
the best question
No, I
ever.
was,
Right,
on,
right.
I was on Grill. We worked at McDonald's. I was on Grill. I was like 16, 17, and really
Oh
lost.
god,
and
this is just like 6. Okay.
it was right around the time the whole Westroads thing happened because
What?
Oh,
wait.
shooting.
Oh, Von Mar.
there's an affiliation there, and it
Same. I mean, I definitely.
and
yeah.
but she was always there, and
You're
she
so
kind of went
sensitive
through that
right
with us,
okay.
and she was my Yaga. You know what I mean? She was that for me. She was the mother, the sister, the companion in life that I needed, and
Oh.
I just she died. They said from a brain aneurysm.
Oh. So this is why I kept doing this with everyone.
Were you
I
feeling that?
almost brought a mannequin head here, but I thought you guys were gonna.
Kill me. I just didn't know if she was.
That would have been a regular day for
I
me.
didn't
My
know if she was
hairstylist.
trying to-
There we go. Okay,
Got
so
mannequin heads.
I have. You have me on Facebook. Did you see what my house looked like on Halloween?
I don't know that I did.
Mannequins everywhere.
Mannequin heads. I designed them all to be dead, and I just put them all over in my yard. And I have like,
She was into zombie walks, and she went.
Okay, me
into
too.
that. And
So I
that's
probably
the
met her
only-
then.
I have 2 pictures of her.
I started the zombie walk with the like I. Yeah,
And
I was
one of
always
only
the most
pictures I
bloodiest.
have of her is she's got just blood on her, and she's got like a zombie
Okay, so
foot or
she
something.
is
That's
why
one of
I
the only
am
pictures.
always
She
a
said
zombie.
blood like that.
Yeah, and I
Dude.
just didn't know if she was coming forward. And I
Yep, she's
wanted,
fucking here. Okay.
Jen.
and I also wanted to bring my tarot cards because I wasn't
No, I'm
sure if
doing
it
it
was
for you,
her
honey. This
guiding
is your
me.
reading.
I didn't know if it was her guiding me when I did my
Yes,
reading,
100% yes.
or if it was my.
Does she
grandma.
make you feel something? Is it in your stomach? That's when you know when to pull? Good job. You figured it out. You're fucking smart. I get a tug on my ear. Because, yeah. It's a long story. I'm so proud of you. You have fucking learned how to do all of this goddamn shit on your own by yourself. It's not been easy. Aquariuses do not have it easy. Neither do Capricorns. Capricorns have it the worst.
It's just, and you're used to it. You're told your whole life that you're weird, that you're different,
Oh, yeah.
that you're whatever. There's
I
something
embrace
wrong with
it.
you.
I
And you're
love
just
it.
Like,
That's
it's
a compliment
hard
to me.
meet your people, and you're just like, is there something wrong?
Oh, yeah, I
with
just lost all my people.
you?
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I've got like my brother and my sister, and I've
I
got
don't
my
have
other sister and my other brother, and then I have an estranged sister, and it's just like a really weird dynamic. So it's like I don't.
Yeah, I call it the misfit family.
And I lost my mom's sister cousin, my sisterhood, when she was gone, and she would always call me in the morning, and she'd always say, "Hey, what's up?"
What's her first name again?
Elizabeth, but she
Okay,
went by
Beth.
that. She hated
Okay.
Elizabeth.
Okay, she was like making me say Bethy. Did you like call her?
I called her Athena.
Athena. There we go. Okay.
Then she would call me.
See the
Jennifer.
nicknames. The Kennifer.
Cute.
So my Nikki, I call her Kanicki.
Mhm.
That sounds just like that. Oh. Okay. I need you to say her nickname one more time.
Athena.
There we go. Did you guys used to say you were twins?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay. So my twin's name is Sarah, and I used to call, like, anytime I had like an imaginary friend or we were playing house or a Barbie, its name was Seraphina. So same energy. She is telling me how beautiful you are, and you have came into your body in a whole new way that is fucking fabulous, and she just wants to like shower you with flowers. Like, was she your biggest cheerleader? God, she wants you to be like, strut it, girl! Like, oh my god! Like, just go off. She's so loud and very, like...
She very much is.
Why is she showing me the number 3, then 7? So how long ago did she pass away?
She passed away in 2012.
How many years ago is that? I'm not good at math.
Would you say 12?
Yeah.
So 12 years.
Okay, so
And
1, 2, 3. That's 3. Okay, so wait, 3 kids? Did she have kids?
She had 2 children, and one was estranged, and actually, Hannah, I don't, sorry, maybe edit that out. The one child that I was the closest with actually is now, I believe, a he, so that
There we
maybe why you're
Yep,
thinking of
yep.
3. And I
She's
feel
so proud of
guilty
you. No,
knowing
don't.
any of this.
No.
'Cause it's just,
No, because your love from afar is the only thing that is keeping them going. So keep fucking sending them love. Good job.
I had reached out to the man that I knew before she left him, and then was with another guy, and he disappeared off the face of the earth. Felons, whatever, all the love and the best memories, but there was a lot of estrangement there. I know at the end.
Death makes people do the stupidest things.
And I always wondered if it was the brain aneurysm from drugs from the time, because she did have addiction
Did she?
issues and stuff like
There's the
that.
addiction. See, I'm always a little early.
You are. No, she was.
And I'm
she
sorry
was trying
for
to
taking
scream.
that
She was
away.
trying to scream her way through.
Yeah.
For sure. She was wanting in.
Oh, actually, the
She was like,
container
no, no, no.
that her
What's
fiance at the time had handed me her ashes in, actually, just prior to having the ashes in it, when he sorted some out for me, it had cocaine in it right before.
I snorted her.
No, it was
Someone
just the
snorted
container.
her.
It was
Yeah,
just the container.
Oh,
that he
because
had.
it-
He
Oh,
they were
does
using
that
it.
It was the
with her in it.
representation of
It was the container
my
they used
love
for
is a
cocaine.
drug.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of beautiful, though. My love is a drug. Is that like a Rihanna song or something?
I don't know.
Somebody look it up.
I'm not off the top of my head right at this moment, but
See, we need a Googler. That's your
Downward, your love is like a drug.
what?
Downward.
I don't know what those
Okay.
words are.
Okay. Whoever wins.
So maybe you know what it is, but I think for some reason I'm hearing Rihanna because we're girls. I think. And Rihanna's a Pisces.
I didn't hear Rihanna. Did you, Rob?
she was a Leo. Kesha.
Oh, she was. Okay, so.
Kesha.
Kesha.
That's the Leo.
Oh, see, Kesha comes. She's also a Pisces. Okay.
That was the Leo, I think, from earlier.
Mhm. Yeah.
Why didn't you say anything?
That's
Is it-
Oh, yeah,
you were trying
she
to
said-
channel her, and
Yeah,
I also
you kept
you
saying,
said
"Who's
something
the
about
Leo? Where's
hiding.
the
She didn't want to
Leo?"
steal your thunder.
Okay,
You said
so
something
now-
about hiding.
from
I
now
was like,
on-
that's exactly
So
what
you
I'm
felt that,
doing.
didn't
From
you?
now on, everyone, sometimes I'm a little early and sometimes they come through mixed because if people pass away in similar ways, they can sneak in.
Well,
Just
and
like if you're drinking, that's why it's called spirits. Spirits can seep in. If you're watching a live show and someone is drunk on stage, they channel spirits.
That's what I'm doing.
Wow.
Can I tell my King ISO story yet?
Yes.
Sure, let's hear it.
No, it's not.
Claire has a King ISO story for
I
us.
was
You
on
good?
it.
You
Yeah,
feel good?
I'm good.
Was that
I'm
nice?
Yes.
Right, real
Good.
one question.
I just,
Do you have somebody's jewelry?
I have a
Do you have Beth?
coin she gave me.
That's why I'm wearing this. I've never wore it in my whole life.
She gave me like a coin thing.
Make it into a necklace.
I've wanted to.
Ryan can help you.
That's
Maybe.
neat.
Wait, no, you have to somehow poke a hole in it.
It has
Well-
a lizard, I believe.
We'll see if we can find a jeweler or
Oh, he'll
something.
take care of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll take
I
care
don't
of it.
have one of
Yeah.
those. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You're
Yeah.
supposed to hold on to that.
Oh, okay.
It's obsidian.
Okay.
This, I'm leaving it here.
Okay. You know, I like I
Would
said,
you like me to tell you what it means?
I'm not really sure. I don't really know.
And then the ISO story,
I don't.
please.
Yeah, and then the ISO story.
And then
But
we
I
kinda
don't
have
really
to-
do the
I know,
whole
then we're going to wrap it up.
rock and all that. So we were in
Okay.
Texas. We were in Texas, and we walked by one of
Oh.
these
Is that Blue Lace Agate?
stores, and we went in because Jen's into these things, and
Yes.
we went in to look for rocks, and
What is your middle
we
name?
came
Rochelle.
across this. I just went, and I'm like,
Beautiful.
oh, look at this! It's got the sickest purples in it and all
Oh, I
that
see
stuff.
blue.
I mean, it's got purple.
Wait, we need
it's
to
got a
hear
little
it. We
blue.
need to have a flashlight.
She.
Oh yeah, everyone's focusing.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, it's blue. It's Blue Lace Agate.
So yeah, I don't.
So Blue Lace Agate is the communication stone that I literally use to make my voice heard. Capricorn, you need
so,
it too.
So it's kind of weird.
Look at you go.
That
And that's
was.
why I told you. I was like, it might be dying, but if it's calling to you, it's calling to
But
you.
yeah,
for
that
a
was
reason.
the thing. We had went into this rock store in Texas, and my truck broke down. We're strolling to to like the Denton town square because they got a
The
Denton
courthouse
in
square.
Nebraska?
Yeah.
Denton,
No, in Texas. It's
My- yeah,
North Dallas. North Dallas.
Yeah, my truck broke down, so we're at an Airbnb there, but it's like a mile from the town square, and we're going to an arcade and some other things like that. Well, anyway, we're walking there, and I come across this rock shop, so I know Jen wants to go in. We go in, and we're looking at all the rocks, and I found this one, and she's like, "Well, if it's calling to you and all this," and I'm like, "All right, fuck it, Studio
Because I was
Rock."
like, at first I was like,
Studio Rock.
Yeah.
You like named it.
That
Yeah.
Studio
Good
Rock.
job.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like
Good
that.
job.
That's
So,
good.
yeah, it sits here on the
I
table. I,
had
was
to
like, if
fight.
it's supposed to help everybody with communication,
I used to
like,
put
this is
blue
the
lace
spot.
agate in my water. So you have it right here so everyone can communicate. Good job.
We try.
It was hard for me to communicate to him. I was like, maybe it's all right. Well, I'm just going to say it's, it is what it is. Dive, whatever. If it's calling you, it's calling to for a
It's
reason.
all about the intent.
So it helped me
So
communicate
that's-
that to you. So
But
that's
that's
even
the story of why the rock is on the
creepier.
table.
I like it.
Well, I just decorated a shit ton more on here.
Thank
You did. That's great.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Black obsidian. Hang on. I have to take these off. Okay. Physical. Claim to assist with pain relief, improving circulation and artery health, also bowel problems. Thought to be useful to recover from physical shock. This will play into King ISO.
Here, Rob, you wanna
Whether
hold this together?
after an incident or an operation, trauma, or domestic violence. No, this is for you. Emotional healing after a trauma of any kind. Good for victims of sexual assault. Assist in expressing grief that is blocked, especially in children. A small obsidian sphere in your workplace and at home absorbs free-floating irritability and restlessness. This is a root chakra stone. It is best with Scorpio. It says the practical use is to protective when carried or worn as jewelry. If others offload their problems onto you, make excessive demands on your time. Oh, that's the Studio Rock. It'll help the time be better. Okay, so I use that in my workplace as well. I put it underneath the guest. So you will probably have to put it right here to make them shut up more. Okay? Divinatory meaning. You have a great deal of power that you can use to improve a situation or a relationship. If you are not afraid to change the status quo and maybe tread on a few toes. The Capricorn of you. Empowerment. I am filled with fire. Whoa. This is called the Wizard Stone. Obsidian has numerous magical associations. Highly polished obsidian. Oracle mirrors. So my great uncle who is passed used to use an obsidian mirror to scrying. So like how people use crystal balls, he used a mirror. Whoa. I give people obsidian. Ryan, do you have yours with you? Show yours off.
That's a huge rock.
See, he has a little knife. Because
I
he's
love
my
it.
knife.
Obsidian dagger.
That's a huge rock. You,
Sweet.
That's huge.
Does,
I
does
love
the
how you guys
base
are called
fit
back
with your
together.
rock
I
that you
can't get
found?
over
Oh,
that.
I mean, they honestly.
And
We
for
have
him
a
to be so
person-
accepting and like,
Well, we have a person that we never would have
Aesthetics.
thought
I like it.
connected you.
that passed away in a very weird way to us. And so it kind of makes sense why we were kind of brought back together. He hasn't accepted me to talk to his dead people yet, though.
That's all right, boss. I get it.
Boys are scared of girls.
Hey, fuck.
Obsidian tends to be a very personal stone and is generally bought, kept, and worn by one person only. So,
Keep
it's
it in
very
mind.
important that I gave it to
Keep it in my left pocket. Always.
So you're never left behind.
you. Okay, King ISO. Do you want the whole story or the hypocrite story?
Well, let's hear let's
The real story.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
hear it.
King ISO has a dead person. Her name is Sarah. My twin's name is Sarah. When I hugged him on April 28th of 2022 in Vegas after he told my nephew, you just gotta get on the right cocktail, kid. Because I was, for the 2 years before that, I had to put my desk in front of our sliding glass doors because I was actively making sure that my nephew was not trying to hang himself. And then King ISO said, you just got to get on the right cocktail, kid. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this? And I looked him up and I was like, oh, Tech 9, that's from 6. So I felt safe. This was April 28th, 2022 in Vegas when I was going to get married. The next day was the Taurus eclipse, lunar eclipse. At the exact moment I got married, at the exact moment of the eclipse. I have the tattoo.
Beautiful.
Then this year on 420, I texted DT in a very fucking weird way, like I did with Ryan. DT is Spicoli's podcast partner, so you guys know who Spicoli is. Everyone knows his fucking mouth. Okay, so me and Spicoli are also, if you know anything about human design, we can go into that at a different time. Me and Spicoli are a very rare type of projector where only 2% of the whole entire population, no one is like us. He is the mouth, I am the channel. His dad makes me do weird shit sometimes. So
I'm guessing his dad is a spirit
very dead.
also.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very dead. Not just like a
Let's be
little
clear.
dead. Very
Like
dead.
last week.
Okay, so I'll start just saying like dead, whatever. I don't know
Let's
their
be
names.
clear.
Right? But, yeah.
On the other side, maybe.
Okay. But so I show up at the 420 show, and I got in free because I messaged him in a weird way, like I did with Ryan. So DT got me in, and then Keith Wagner is the person that runs the whatever at the waiting room a lot of the time, but Justin, whatever. I can never say his last name.
Strausson.
There we go. Keith knew him because of waiting room, whatever, got me on the list.
Is this the same Keith from Reverb?
Good job.
I just met him. Sorry, go on.
Everyone hates it.
I've been thinking about him today.
Okay.
That is so
I
weird.
miss him so much.
Every
Okay,
time I've been thinking about you, Keith has been coming across
Okay.
my mind. That is so
because
weird.
my best friend in the whole entire world, her name is Critty, she was almost and basically married to Keith Wagner. And when I lost Critty, I lost him. So I haven't been able to talk to him.
Well, I sent energy and love your way, and
Thank
we
God.
gave
Ryan, we have to go to the hookah bar.
we gave him praise for his show with MC Chris, and he did a great job. He was doing amazing. Mm-hmm. And Crunkwitch, actually, they were amazing.
Did you say Rich?
Crunkwitch. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, go on. Keith. Keith.
What was it? Okay, so Keith got me on the list at the waiting room. However, I didn't realize that the waiting room, because I was bringing a 19-year-old, and I was like, oh my God, there's so many things I can't go do because I'm with a 19. I haven't felt that in so long. But it didn't matter because I got her on, like, I was with a +1, so they didn't even look at her. So that was beautiful. Got in there, and I said, I have to hug King ISO because I touched him at the beginning of this eclipse season, and I have to touch him at the end of this eclipse season. I had to have Spicoli introduce me because, sorry, penises don't listen to vaginas. So I had to have Spicoli's mouth introduce me and say, hey, this is Claire with Clairvoyant Psychic Medium. She was on the Good Life podcast right before
Break
you.
the ice, the barrier.
And so he saw me, and I got to give him a hug, and he almost died that night.
Wait, can you clarify?
Why?
Like, what do you mean he almost died? Like, right after the hug?
After a show, right?
Why?
Hang on, let me bring it up.
I don't know.
It says,
I heard about
After my show last night, I ended up being rushed to the ER via ambulance. It felt like someone was digging their fingernails, into my heart, and my left arm went completely numb. I just remember all of a sudden getting severely cold and feeling like I was about to check out. My lady said I went completely pale, and the doctor said my body went into shock. So I have noticed as men, you guys get told from the doctor, you're just in shock. As females, oh, it's just anxiety. It's bullshit, and it's emotions coming out physically. So I, because I'm an energy healer, have been sent so many people, like a woman that was sexually assaulted numerous times in the military, and she started developing Tourette's and tics and weird things, and then I had to help her get it out.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a woman have complete stroke syndrome symptoms all on the left side of her body, and I had to, like, give her energy healing. I actually had to have like 17 people give her
I
energy
believe that. I
to
100%
get it
believe in
completely
that.
gone.
It can be debilitating trauma. Yeah.
So I just wanted to show you that this
Wow, that's insane.
is.
I remember
And then-
hearing
This,
about.
look how scared he is of me. Because Baby ISO, I'm sorry, his name is Baby ISO now to me. And I hope you keep that
Well,
in
look, like I said, no, like I said,
But it was too much. It was a shock to his spiritualism.
I went to so his. Okay. Oh, I see. So December 7th, I almost died in that exact same way. I almost passed away from hypothermia from laying on my living room floor, and it was 60 degrees that day. Ryan, when did you almost die?
Once or twice, once upon a time.
In the same month, same time.
Wow.
So it's not a coincidence. I am an in-betweener, and I have felt that King ISO has had my, as you say, voices. But now, since 420, he doesn't have them anymore. Because he's happy. He's loved.
It was a purge.
Yeah.
Dude looks happy on his
I know.
Facebook.
And I went to go to his Grand Island show and to give him a little, his Sarah is so fucking funny. I have a little ring that she made me buy, and it has a ghost on it. And then if you turn it inside out, it just says boo. And I was to wrap my business card and put the ring on it and give it to him and say, she gives her blessing. She loves you. And he wouldn't let me talk to him. Justin got I had to get a text message through Justin saying King ISO requests that Claire does not speak to him. I was not allowed to talk to him and tell him that.
Look, it's so
Yeah.
look.
Stupid.
As I said,
That's why his baby ISO.
when you're not,
He's gonna be on this podcast. I already told
it's
you
okay.
that.
When
Why are you saying hello? She
We
needs
are-
to speak.
I probably shouldn't be here that day because I feel like the reason I would be here that day is to help channel your energy. Because he's scared of you, you had said.
Then you should be here.
I'm saying maybe I shouldn't be because if that's the thing that's tripping him up, I don't know. Should I be
Well, look,
to continue the
look.
energy that he needs?
You're a part of the diamonds.
I am
Okay.
admittingly, I've already said this. Sometimes hearing you, it's like, what the fuck?
Me or
Me.
No, both of y'all. Fuck it.
Shots fired.
I was completely different ways, but maybe a little more.
So I mean, it's sometimes it's
It's hard to understand, and like
and
Yes.
as
Yeah.
men, we have not been allowed or told
That's
not
I
to.
love
Out
the
of
word
you.
allowed.
well,
Good
there's
job.
you're
Yeah.
not
It's been
told.
beaten out of you.
You've never
So,
been taught to
and
be
look,
in
like,
Did you say
you know,
it's been beaten out of you?
And you were never given the space to.
Same.
Yeah.
we weren't allowed. I mean, I remember at a young age, I had a friend who died in a plane crash,
Oh
and
my fuck.
Yeah, that was
as a
crazy.
middle schooler, I didn't cry through his funeral until I got to the car because I was
You're a man. You're not supposed
made
to
to
fuck it
not
up.
be allowed to.
Yep. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with
Well, I
that
mean,
like that.
it is what it is. I mean, it
And it
has,
complicates
You have
things
the,
when
you
you're
have the
small.
ability to
it has
accept me
formed
saying
what I
sorry.
am today. It has
You have the ability to be soft.
made it so I am maybe not so hard on my kids all the time.
Right, exactly. Yes.
I have found it to where you guys can have feelings and you can have the emotions and shit. Like I'm cool, feel all that, but I'm not trying to.
Emphasize it.
Yeah,
You're doing a perfect job of being that balance.
I don't know
I
about
totally
perfect,
agree.
but
You
I'm still
are
not
because you
perfect.
have her.
You
She's your
both
opposite, or she's your missing puzzle piece.
100%. They make the greatest puzzle together. 100%.
Well, it's I don't want to be what I was raised with.
Neither one of us.
You both are just
That
killing
deserves
it
the-
on just breaking those generational
The reason we're able to
curses.
mask so easily is because your parents are like, well, when somebody asks you how you're doing, you don't say, well, I feel like shit, it's been a terrible day. You just tell them it's good. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Everything's
after a
okay.
while,
Living
I'm
the
supposed
dream.
to believe it.
living the
I'm
dream.
okay.
You
I'm fine.
never to
I'm
have
fine.
a mother to slow
Now
down
that's a
and
king
say,
so I'm okay song.
Yeah,
your feelings are valid, but you don't need to act that way. That's
Right.
all
Yeah.
we needed.
right.
I
We
want
didn't
them
need
to
to
be able
pop
to
to the
have
mouth.
the emotions and not act out. And
We didn't need to be told we were unlovable, that a man would never want that.
Right.
We didn't need
Right.
to be
Girl,
told
same.
that. We
And
just needed the love and the
when they're
softness.
picking on you and they're being so mean to you, that means they love you. No, the fuck it doesn't.
That's an
And
Right.
nobody does.
The whole,
Jen-
oh, he's picking
Jen-
on you. He must like you. Like,
Jen and I's relationship started because of picking on each other.
right.
I mean, it was.
That
Good
was our love
old-fashioned
language.
That's your way of
Yeah.
learning.
That's what we
Some
learned.
banter.
Yes.
Yeah, we were just
Well,
That's why
like,
we're Ryan, that's why
nobody
I'm
could
bossy.
ever love me or like me anyway. I'm
We-
going to give
we
you
were
shit from the
busting
beginning.
each other's
And if you
balls.
like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
busted each other's balls from day one, and she would always get pissed because I wouldn't give her the
I
free
hated
food,
him.
the food
I
that we were
hated
going to
him.
throw away.
fucking
Everybody
hated
else
this
would
dude.
get it, but she wouldn't. But her ass couldn't be on work time to work, and she was a pain in the ass. Like,
She was why I was late. Our
I'll
car
give-
almost
I'll
broke
give
on
the
the way
free
here.
food to
The most
motherfuckers
chaotic
that show
energy
up.
work on
ever.
time.
The
Yeah,
only reason
yeah.
I gave him his chance is because I hated him the same way I hated Beth at the beginning. And I was like, well,
Oh,
Beth, she's like, you used to hate me
I'm
too.
so mad you just said that.
And yeah, I hated them so much. And there was just something. that
Okay,
was
so
like,
one thing that 6 has made me fully learn. Okay, so I have to say this. I haven't said the hypocrite thing, but that's okay. When 6 passed away in 2010, I started getting clairvoyant visions.
It's okay.
We're pausing. Okay.
no, we're good.
No,
Okay,
you're fine.
good.
We're listening. My phone died.
We're on the same.
Yeah.
We're here.
When 6 passed away in 2010, that's when I started getting the clairvoyant visions. He would take over my whole entire eyesight, and I couldn't drive.
Wow.
So I've always been a medium and saw them in the real life, but then when he passed away,
He was your connection.
fully.
He was your thread.
Wow.
And the main thing that I have learned through a lot of this is love is pain. So the hate, that is the same thing. And a lot of us are not made in that way. A lot of us were made love, everybody is so soft and you get an award and you're the best and all like it's not reality. Like reality is get your fucking shit together, go do the chores, like get
Figure
your
out.
fucking head out of your
Everybody
ass.
else can do this. Why can't you?
Yes.
Fall in the line.
Because it will make you figure it out. Yes, it's bad that we were raised that way because there was absolutely no love. But it made us find real love.
That kills me though too. It's like, well, I'm only this. You know what? That didn't stop fucking Alexander the Great. He was only a Macedonian, right? But he went and fucking wanted to go through and take over Persia and shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Wow.
Like, you guys act like these little things should stop you, and it's like they did it because
Have
they
you
fucking
ever-
could.
Here's a song.
But
So
back
true.
just for a second.
Ren, I'm okay.
sometimes the
I
No,
probably
Ren-
should get
hi,
off for
Ren.
her though.
okay, yeah, we'll swim in here in
Okay.
just a second.
I don't want to rush.
As a man, it's we've been told not to do it, so
I know.
I understand him holding. Maybe he gets himself healed a little further than he has down the road, and maybe
Who are you
he's
talking
willing-
about right now?
Eyesight.
Okay, there we
Maybe
go. Okay.
he's willing to come back to that.
I know.
down the
I
road.
gave Justin my card, and I have made myself known. So I'm like, whatever. I'm done.
Yeah,
I
and
did
that's
everything I could. I didn't. I was not allowed to cross this bar when I was in his show, and then the guy that I went with. This is crazy. The guy that I went with went to hair school with Gabby, King ISO's girl, and he got told, do not fucking talk to her. And he was like, ew, I feel like I'm obligated because she's in Butthole, Grand Island, Nebraska, and no one is here. There's like 5 people at the show, and we were there like, yeah! And they were like, don't come near us. And I'm like,
That's Arla supporter.
man, we're just here to love.
But
Yeah,
also,
it
if
doesn't
you
have
I get it.
trying
It's
to- we all
weird.
want
It
you
hurts him.
in an energy,
hurts him.
especially right before a show. You
I know.
Yeah.
I
So-
did it last night because his dead
Yeah.
person made me do it too. I make people uncomfortable, just like you. But
Just-
mine's accidentally
It
with
doesn't
dead
have
people.
to be a scary thing though. It
It's
can be a
not.
thing
It's
full
so
of love.
beautiful.
And I feel like when people pass, it's like this feeling of just like light, and they're just okay. Like, yeah, okay, some things are funny.
Better
Hey, you said
than
you
okay.
wouldn't do that, but it's like there's this feeling of contentment.
Literal peace.
Right.
So
Are you going to Four Winds?
I am. I'll be there.
Can
the
I go to
21st.
the King ISO show? Can we like stand next to each other?
I'm sure we
There we
find
go.
us.
Is that the one I'm going
There's a
with?
group of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
Melissa
you're-
and
yeah,
Jen will
if
be
you're
there.
going, yeah.
Rob will be
Okay.
there.
My
We'll all be there.
stepmom stepped up and she'd take the kids too. So
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll all be there, guys. Shout out Marcia for watching the kids
Thank
while we
you.
do this.
Did you know what why did they name it Four Winds? Did he talk about that? I
I
didn't.
haven't really looked.
That's a witchy term. North
It
and
is.
south,
Oh,
west
definitely.
winds.
Anyway.
So
I'm so scared of the
we'll
witch.
revisit this.
I asked to be a part of Four Winds and they tell me no. Everyone hates me.
That's
But I
okay.
come in peace.
I took you off the stage anyway, Melissa. You're fine.
Oh, perfect.
But
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
So all right, that's right.
Yay.
We're at an hour and 20 something now.
That's right.
and
Well,
30
I really
minutes.
appreciate it. Sorry,
That
I
was
kept getting you
awesome.
off
Yes.
tangent.
No,
That
you
was
didn't.
awesome.
I think. How is everybody feeling?
Thanks for letting me.
Is there
Okay.
any? How are you feeling,
I was
Rob?
gonna say thanks for letting me sit in.
There
I
is a.
had plenty I wanted to say, but I didn't want to take away from
Can I
It's-
say
I
4 things need to be addressed with Rob? I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's way more than 4.
I know that I have to say.
Promise.
I know I have to say 4 things in there. It's from a dead person. So who is your dead person that you have been wanting to talk to? Just say the name, please.
Legitimately haven't even thought about it.
Say it.
Jimmy.
This is a best friend, like your rock.
Nope.
Who is this? Dad?
Ironically died similar, 14 years old.
14 years old.
Yeah.
He passed away. This your brother? Who
No,
is
I
this?
guess I was 14, he was 16.
This
No,
your
it was a
brother?
neighbor kid.
Oh, brother, feel though. Okay, because you were racing. Okay, got it. So best friend. Didn't I say that the first thing? Whatever.
Your best
Anyways.
friend?
For years at the time.
Well, it was your neighbor, so it's
Yeah.
so confusing in your head because you were a kid. And,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
like
I
trying
got
to go back.
I got it, I
30
got it.
years
I thought
in
we
my
were,
head.
but-
Where
I'm like-
where did you live? For some reason, he's making me pinpoint the exact location.
132nd and Blonde.
Okay. There's music that you associate with him, and he sends you music all the time. Who is that band or person? Or did he just speak through you? No, it's an actual thing. What is the band that you think of when you think of him? Is this New Kids on the Block?
The Guns N' Roses.
Oh, fucking of course. What is Guns N' Roses' lead singer?
Axel.
Oh, I always get him and who?
Brett Michaels.
Nope. See, I hate the word Michael. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is Shawn Michael? Who is Shawn Michael?
He's a singer, isn't he?
Who is it?
I think there's a wrestler, a singer, a baseball player.
We're probably going to get drugged for not knowing this, but.
I didn't hear.
We have a Googler. Okay.
It's supposed to remind Jen that there's a lunch at 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
We're,
Okay.
Do you
Wait,
want
we
mine
just
to come in there?
associated him,
That's
and
right,
then
we're-
he passed away. Oh, Brain? How did he pass away?
Car accident.
Oh. Like, what happened? Do you know? Did you ever find out?
Essentially,
It was kept from you.
it was details. I mean, it was on the way to school. It was on Blair High Road. Shit, just over here. Kind of.
Oh my fuck. Didn't I say that out loud? I said, this is Blair High Road, this is somebody
Someone
died
died.
on this road, and that's why we have an detour.
Mhm.
I thought that was your energy.
But
That
the
was his
chaotic maybe came from it, and it was
And I
good that it
spilled
was
every
diverting
while.
because of
Yeah.
him.
That's
So
pretty
I
cool.
also have another dead person. She used to own the corner bar in Fremont. Anybody know? No? Her dead person also died on Blair High Road. So my dead person brought me to your dead person kind of thing.
That's crazy.
He is so proud of you. He loves you. He is there every time you're thinking of him and almost every fucking day. Talk to him more. He's your main guide because when you are the first one to pass away in someone's life, they become your main spirit guide, guardian angel, whatever fucking words you want to use. But talk to him. You have other people, but he just wanted to take the stage. And oh, is this the Every Rose Has a Thorn? Is that who the band you just said?
Can't pinpoint that.
Off the top of his head, under pressure, I'm sure. I'm sure if he's sitting there.
What is the
Every
band you
Rose
just said?
Has a
What
Thorn
is the
noise.
band?
I can hear
That's poison.
This is Guns N'
poison.
Roses.
Yeah.
What is the
Is
band
it?
you said?
Guns N' Roses.
And that's Every Rose Has a Thorn?
I think so.
So that's
Sure.
his song.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was poison.
Never knew it.
Maybe that's Shawn Michaels. For some reason, Bethina wanted to call you Rose, but this is the Rose thing. And she kept me from saying it because Jimmy was trying to come through. He just wishes he could give you a hug. There's so many, all of these things. There's so much love, and he thanks you for all of the love that you gave him because he would not have survived life without that. Kudos, flowers, gold stars, all of the things.
He gave him a place of home.
Safety with his
That's
heart.
cool. That's cool.
You're gonna
Oh, yeah.
do big things. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, no, we're good.
Thank
That was
you,
awesome.
sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're
Thank
an hour
you.
That's
34, so we're gonna
Thank you.
hit the button here and play. Yeah, dance party out. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks Melissa.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank our sponsors.
Thank you.
We got
Prairie
Prairie Fireflies Glamping.
Also like to thank Sharp
Thank you
Painting.
for,
Yeah.
for keeping the madness going, and we'll see you down the road.
What an episode.
Thank you, everybody.
That was awesome.